frustrated. Does this look like you? Does this remind you of how you feel sometimes when you're marketing, when you're frustrated with the marketing, when things just don't seem to be going the way that you thought they were? And you're like, what's going on? Well, today's show is for you if you are feeling frustrated and if you're feeling tired of trying to do all the marketing for yourself, by yourself, and not really knowing what's going on. Why isn't your business growing? Why aren't you generating the type of leads that you want to? Listen, I know the feeling, and that's why I'm here today, because I want to deal with the frustration and the tiredness of attempting to grow our business online when everyone's online. Yet if everyone's online, why isn't everyone buying our products, services, and solutions? That's what we're going to talk about today. So let's go and discover what we need to do to stand out in the overcrowded online digital world that we're experiencing now. Let's see how we can attract brand awareness and be memorable. And that's what we're talking about in today's show. Stay tuned. So I have a question for you, and I'd love to know your answer right there. So welcome if you're here for the first time. I love to get your answer right there, whether you're here live with me today or on the replay. Would it be okay if growing your business got easier? That's a question that I had to just ask myself recently. And by the way, for those of you that stay all the way till the end and ask questions and participate, or for those of you who decide that during the replay you have questions and you post them or email me, I'm going to be offering you a free gift. And let me begin first and foremost by saying welcome to our LiveBizTV show today. I am delighted that you joined us, and this is our new facelift that we have decided to give LiveBizTV a facelift, and this is our new logo. Hope you like it. Love to hear your thoughts. And if you're here for the first time and you've never heard me speak, my name is Evie Hernandez, and I teach professionals like you how to leverage email marketing to increase your sales. And I'm on a mission now because really a lot of things have shifted since the pandemic began in 2020. And my personal mission is to really learn and teach. And I want to continue teaching professionals like you how to easily grow your business with ease. And yes, I use the word easily and with ease, super redundant, and it is on purpose. Because like I said at the beginning of the show, if you're frustrated and if you're tired, then we want to eliminate the frustration, we want to eliminate the tiredness, and we want to do things easily and with ease. So easily is that we don't have to work so hard at it, and with ease is that we can release the stress, the anxiety, the frustration, the tiredness, all that stuff out of doing the work that we love. And hopefully you're doing work that you love. I know that I love to teach, and I love to teach people how to leverage email marketing automation to grow their online sales. And so today we're going to talk about how to easily and quickly boost your client sales. And just so that you know, this is a part one in a series. I decided to do a series because there is so much to talk about here in how to boost your client sales online. And so today we are talking about the introduction. And by the way, the good news is that this series begins today and it is completely free, as I am doing the entire series right here via Bizniversity LiveBizTV. So awesome that you're here. Make sure that you tune in over the next few weeks as we're going to be diving deeper and deeper into how are we going to do this, growing our business online, generating more sales in an easy way and with ease. That's what we're going to talk about. By attending this Bizniversity Strategic Growth Seminar series, you will discover three main things. And I want you to write these down. This is for you if you want to discover how to attract brand awareness organically. So what that means is I'm not going to be talking about Google ads or Facebook ads. I'm going to be talking about if you have little budget or no marketing budget, if you are doing this by yourself, but you want to learn how to do it right until you can afford to either hire a marketing expert or hire someone to help you. So I want to teach you how to do this organically, first of all. So that's number one. Number two, how to capture quality client leads online. We're going to talk about how do we do this organically and how do we get the right leads, because the right leads are the leads that are really interested, that really want to learn, that are committed to their business, that they don't waste their time or your time. And so those are quality leads. Quality leads are the people that you want to work with. And so we're going to be talking about that. Then retain online sales. I use attract, capture, retain because that is our tagline. And also because my model traditionally, since I had a marketing agency, was I worked on a retainer, much like attorneys and so forth. And I still work in that fashion as a retainer. And I love that word, to retain online sales. So if you'd like to retain online sales, generate, keep more clients, keep more sales, then this series is for you, especially if, like me, you have made the commitment to yourself, because this is a self-commitment that I made to me, is to do it with ease and easily. So not with a lot of turmoil. And so first and foremost, if you've ever been to one of my strategic growth seminars, you know that I always say, begin with the end in mind. And what that means is that we must begin with our strategy. What is our strategy? What is it? And why? And how? And of course, I always say strategy must precede tactics and tools. So I am telling you this and I'm sharing this with you because this is going to be the process of this series. We're going to talk about strategy, then we're going to talk about tactics, then we're going to talk about tools. So you start getting an idea. Now, those are the ways and the how to, and I guess you'd call it the features of these series. But now, what are the benefits? The benefits are that over the next few weeks, as we are diving deeper and deeper into this series, you're going to be able to organically begin to attract more brand awareness, perhaps grow or perhaps increase your brand awareness. Learn easy and effective ways of attracting some website traffic, because perhaps, as I often say, you have a great website that no one knows about. It's the greatest secret. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some easy ways to start generating some leads and acquiring some clients, generating some engagement, and retaining some loyal clients for the long term. And if perhaps you've had clients and they've left, they've gone, and you don't know why, we're going to look at how can we reactivate some of these clients? How can we bring some of these clients back that loved us and that we love them? So let's talk about that. And of course, all of this to lead to sales. And by the way, just so that you know, I am going to be inviting some guest speakers. So I am already looking for some guest speakers to join me during this series. And if you're a speaker and you can speak on any of these topics, I would love to hear from you. So feel free to either, as I said, participate by putting some remarks here or by emailing me. And I love to hear from you. And so before we begin, as I said, we begin with the end in mind. Let's talk about something that perhaps you've heard before, but like me, maybe you forget. And this is important as we think about doing things easy with ease. First of all, we want to lessen the aggravation, the frustration, the tiredness. And how do we do this? We do this by understanding a few basic, simple rules and things that we should know by having a business, by being in marketing. And that's, first of all, some of you may understand the buyer's journey, and maybe you forgot it, or maybe you've never heard about it. But either way, let's think about the buyer's journey as we think about that old adage that say people do business with people they know, like, and trust. If this is you, please write it there and say, yes, that is true for me. I do business with people I know, I like, and I trust. And would you agree that most people are just like you, just like me? We like to do business with people we know, like, and trust. So when we think about the buyer's journey, let's remember that saying. And by remembering that saying, we're going to remember the first three basic stages of the buyer's journey, which is first, awareness, second, consideration, and third, decision. And what does this mean to you and your business? What that means is that people first need to know you. In other words, what you need to do is to increase the awareness, or as we like to say it here at Bizniversity, is how do you attract awareness or attract attention? And you may be saying, well, Evie, that sounds so simple in theory, right? And in theory, it is. Because as I started saying at the beginning, everything feels sometimes so overcrowded, meaning Facebook is overcrowded, the inbox is overcrowded, the field of course creation seems so overcrowded. Maybe you're a speaker and there seems to be so many speakers. You can say, oh, there's so many challenges, there's so many series. And so the question becomes, how do I attract attention? How do I attract awareness? Well, that's the first step. The first step that we must overcome, and we'll be discussing more about the secret to how do we do that consistently so that we can walk people through these steps, through this journey. And people out there need what you have. They want what you have. And the thing is that they don't know that you have what they need to solve their problem. And so the first question for yourself is, how do I let people know that I have a possible solution to that problem that keeps them up at night? And of course, first, you must become aware yourself. So the first question I ask myself is, what is the biggest problem that people that I like to do business with have? And the people that I like to do business with are pretty much people like me, right? So speakers, coaches, authors, professionals who are B2B, course creators, content creators, and I have to start then being aware of what is their number one problem. What's keeping them up at night? What are they asking about? What do they want to know? And for me, to give you me as an example, I know that a lot of people want to know how to consistently attract people properly to their website, to their list, how to grow their business, how to generate brand awareness, how to increase their client leads, their client acquisition. So similarly for you, you have to ask yourself that. And so therefore, you have to get people to know you first by knowing yourself. What is it that they need help with? And then bring them to the attention that you have that solution or a solution to that particular problem. Then once you do that, then you get people perhaps to like you. And by liking you, it doesn't mean it's just like dating. So they may like you, your personality, they like how you look, they like what you say, and they're starting to consider that perhaps, just maybe, you may have the solution to their problem. So you start capturing their attention, and perhaps by now you develop a way to capture their interest enough to visit your website, to download something from your website, right? And they start diving more into, well, am I going to really look at hiring this person? And that happens at the third step, at the third stage of the buyer's journey, when they're feeling a little bit more confident with you. They have considered you, they have considered other, they have considered what's available in the marketplace, and now they begin making that decision because they trust you. Now they feel that yes, they know you, now they like you, and they are trusting you. So at this point, they may decide, yes, you know what, I'm going to retain you. I'm going to retain your services. I'm going to keep the solutions that you're offering because I believe that you have something that's going to help me. And that is very important. What else are things that we need to consider as business owners when we want to organically grow our business or increase our business online? When we want to generate more sales, when we want to generate more brand awareness? Well, after we look at and review the buyer's journey, our understanding of how the buyer's journey fits into our product, services, and solution, we need to understand something else when it comes to business and marketing and sales, and that is the rule of seven. And I'd like to know in the comments if you know what the rule of seven is. If you do, please make sure to write it now. I want to give you just a second, and I'm going to drink a little bit of water while you tell me, what do you think is the rule of seven? Okay. The rule of seven quite simply states that it takes, on average, 7 interactions with your brand before a purchase will take place. So these basic understandings of the customers or the buyer's journey, if you will, or the sales process helps to alleviate some of the aggravation or frustration that we may be experiencing because we want things to happen right away, yesterday, right now. When we understand that there is a process, there are certain steps, the buyer's journey, and there's a rule, the rule of seven, that says it's probably going to take, depending on your product, service, or solution, depending on what you're offering, what is the cost, how important it is to solve what's keeping them up at night. Then when you understand that it may take 7 interactions, then it may eliminate the frustration that you're feeling, and it'll go back to what I said at the beginning, begin with the end in mind. It may make you go back and revisit your strategy and rewrite your strategy and look at your business plan and look at your business model and say it takes 7 interactions, 7 steps, 7 processes, 7 emails, 7 Facebook Live, 7 podcasts, 7 webinars, whatever that may be, for you to move that person from just knowing you to liking and trusting you. When you begin remembering that, and more importantly, creating content, creating solutions, walking people through that process, then and only then will we then begin to really start seeing organically that we can walk people through those stages with ease. And when I say easily and with ease, if possible, if you're like me and you like to do it, having a little fun, put a little fun into it. See, where can you plug in a little bit of fun? Because remember, if you're having a good time, if you're feeling good about sharing and doing it in a way that feels good to you, those that are receiving you are going to feel that same energy, and they're going to feel good about it. So I want to encourage you to remember these basic things as over the next few weeks, we're going to be building upon this idea of how do we really boost sales online organically, easily, and with ease. And I want you to really stay tuned over the next few weeks because it is my mission to really share this with you as I'm doing it and grow with you, and so that we can grow together. So I love to hear your thoughts, your feedback so far about what I shared. And like I said, for those of you who have remained here all the way till the end during this live broadcast, as well as for those of you who have been with the replay and the recording all the way to the end, I have a gift for you. And all of this begins by first having a clientele or a client funnel. If you don't have clients and if you don't have at least a funnel, you can't even begin this series or this process. Therefore, I want to begin with the end in mind. And the first gift that I have for you today is I want to invite you to reserve your spot for free at an upcoming seminar series. Or one of my clients loves challenges. She's the guru of challenges. And she says, do it as a challenge. So if you like to learn how to grow your business by growing your list with either videos, podcasts, and so many other ways, I'm going to invite you to join me on a 5-day Grow My List challenge, or Grow My Email List challenge, or Grow My Client challenge. It's really called Grow My List challenge. And it is coming up in a little bit over 30 days. And that is why over the next 30 days, I have this series that I'm going to be sharing every Wednesday at 11:10 or 11:11 here in the mornings, Eastern time, with you. And all these weeks, it's going to be taking us till this Grow My List challenge. This is a 5-day challenge where for 5 days, we're going to be inside of a Facebook private group. And I'm going to be sharing live streaming. It's going to be a live event. I'm going to be sharing steps to growing your list. So between this series that I started today, over the next 30 days, then we're going to jump into this. Join the 5-day Grow My List challenge to help you boost the growth of your list, attract clients each and every month, and make more money online. We're going to be beginning this. Right now I have it for April 29th, but I think that's going to change. We're going to actually do it a little earlier. And from now, the whole month of March, we're going to be discussing a series to get us to that all-important task of growing our list. So for those of you that like to join me, because you were here, use the code LiveBizTV 2021. LiveBizTV 2021 is the code. It's going to take you to the Bizniversity Grow List with videos. And in there, when you put that LiveBizTV 2021 code, instead of paying, it's going to be for free, and you'll be able to join our Grow My List challenge that's coming up next month for you right here on Facebook. So make sure that you use that code LiveBizTV 2021, and you'll be able to join. And let me quickly show you what that looks like, because sometimes people get confused and they're like, well, what does that actually look like? Let me just stop sharing for a second and then show you here on my screen. Let me just look right here on the right, and let me go ahead and share again and show you. So when you go to that link, as I just indicated right there, yes, I want to grow my business is what you're going to plug in, and that's going to get you to this page, which is the page that I just shared with you. And you're going to see there, right? And that's where you're going to put that link. So I want to say thank you very much for having joined me, joining me. And remember, I'll be here next Wednesday at 11:11 a.m. Eastern time. And we're going to be doing a series for the whole month of March to help you generate more sales online organically with ease and easy. Thank you so much for staying all the way to the end. This is Evie Hernandez, strategic growth speaker at Bizniversity.com, saying thank you. And I'm looking forward to sharing more with you during the month of March about how you can grow your business online by generating more sales online with ease and easily. Thank you.